Hi, Bijay.
Hello.
I am so happy to be here because being away from Bombay in this amazing place, getting to spend time with you and also do some yoga has been really amazing.
Thank you, Rupika. It's been my pleasure to be here. And for me, this whole Anatha Transform Center has been my dream for the longest time. And as happy as you and the other participants are, I just want to share that it gives me more pleasure that I'm here with you, and I'm able to share what I've been able to hear in my whole life. So it gives me more pleasure than it gives you, trust me.
Thank you. But we can feel that energy, and I think that's something that we really want to take back with us to imbibe all the things that you have shared with us related to spirituality, good health. And one of the questions I really want to ask you is that, Gen Z is very different. Everything is about instant gratification,
Yeah.
swiping left, swiping right for everything. So, what are your best three takeaways that you would like to give advice to the Gen Zs today? Because I feel, my younger cousins or people like to talk to, but what can I actually tell them about spirituality?
My only thing about the Gen Z, as you said, the instant gratification, and with apps like Tinder and Bumble and all of these things, so the one common problem I'm finding among the Gen Z is commitment to relationships, commitment to, and because of that, then there becomes a problem to commitment to a job, to a profession, and everything is swipe left, swipe right, and it just everything is very quick.
Yeah,
And what I want to share here is that one of the most important thing that will ground you, that will give you an anchor for your life,
yeah,
is a good nourishing relationship. And if you are going to have this attitude in your life that, oh, you have this problem, you have this argument, okay, bye, break off. So this Gen Z thing for me, because we are a little old-fashioned also, and because of that, we understand the values that come from before. That you have to make certain things work, okay? If you can make them work.
yeah,
Otherwise, I always say walk away. If it's a toxic relationship, walk away. Yeah. But if you have found someone good, you know that it's a good human being, you know it's good for your soul, then don't do the swipe left, swipe right. Don't say, okay, bye, we're done, divorce. The
yeah,
Gen Z has got this one issue, which I have a problem with, that the lack of commitment, the lack of an understanding of a need for an anchor for your life. Today, my wife is my anchor.
yeah,
No matter where I go to Uzbekistan, I go to Tajikistan, I come back home.
yes,
And that's my anchor, that's my foundation, that's my root. It gives me wings to fly.
yeah,
Okay, it doesn't tie me down.
yeah,
On the opposite, it liberates me even more because I know I have a safe haven to come back to. So my message to Gen Z would be that understand the concept of a commitment, and instead of just flitting around like butterflies from one flower to the other,
yeah.
understand the importance of having that one flower that you get attached to and commit to, and make that effort to make it work.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely. I feel grounding and rooting ourselves is going to really help each one. And another question I want to really ask you, because you talk so much about health and well being, which are the four most important foods that everybody must have in their diet to be a stronger, you know, connected to themselves? Most important in your nutrition, what are the four foods that you must, recommend?
So I'll tell you one thing I'm very clear about, that all foods and all food types and all food colors are equally important.
Okay.
So there is not one particular type of food, whether be it a vegetable, be it a nuts, could be the almonds and the cashews and the walnuts, or it could be, your brinjals and your cabbage. So all the foods, all of the different colors of the food, all of the different types of food, they're all equally important. What is even more important than that understanding is the understanding of how to mix the food, because the biggest disaster I see on a dining table, and especially when I go to restaurants, is the way how people combine the foods in a wrong way.
Yeah.
That food combination, I see people eating fruits and immediately in the breakfast they're having their dosa and their parathas and with the fruits.
Yeah, because it's
And
also served right there,
I mean, just because it's in front of you, just because, okay, let's say if on the same serving, if in the buffet there's rat poison,
Yeah.
will you eat it?
No, of course not.
Because you are aware that that's a rat poison,
Yes,
right? Now the same way, if I'm now making you aware that you're having cornflakes
Yeah.
with the milk. Now, milk as a food type does not combine with anything. Nothing. Milk has to be had independently. So first of all, it's a disaster that you put cornflakes in it. And then with that milk and the cornflakes, now you've eaten your idli with sambar in it. And then along with that, some people that I've even seen having fruits along with that.
Yeah.
What do you think your stomach is? Do you think it's a garbage bin or?
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
And then, as I always say, if your stomach becomes garbage, your mind becomes garbage.
Absolutely.
Mind becomes garbage, your aura becomes garbage. And if that happens, your life goes to shit.
Exactly. True.
So understand the concept of food combining, understand the concept of eating on time.
Most
I
important.
have my lunch at 11:30. I have my dinner at 5:36.
Fabulous.
There's a reason why I do that. It's not that I'm hungry and I want to eat early. It's a correct scientific time. There's a Jain system of eating before sunset, because when the sun is out, it aggravates your digestive energy, the agni,
Yeah.
as they call it, to digest your food properly. Now you're going to eat at 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11. I've seen people eat at 11:30.
Yeah.
And then you're hoping your food will get digested 1 hour or half an hour before you sleep. No, it won't.
No.
And then you're sleeping with that undigested food in your stomach,
Yeah.
which is converting into ama. And again, same thing. Your life is going to shit.
Yeah. True. Because the energy impacts you completely in your
Yeah.
mind. Exactly like you
Sleep
explained.
has to be something which is sacred to you. If sleep is not sacred to you, there's no way you can be healthy or happy or successful in your life. If sleep is something that nourishes your mind, your body, your soul, your aura, your consciousness, everything.
Great, thank you. I want to also ask you that, a lot of youngsters and people, just the way the lifestyle is and the way of life today is partying and going crazy, and they are exposed to a lot of drugs, they're exposed to a lot of alcohol. And when people have actually when somebody wants to quit drugs or quit alcohol and be on a more healthier path, you've had people like those who've come into your sessions regularly and have seen a major change. Have people, what is it that you actually see a major difference with your yoga, in helping them?
I've even had people who come all the way from Morocco
Okay.
and from other parts of the world, from the US, to come to me for detoxification.
Yeah.
And my first step for anybody who wants to detox, anybody who wants to become, de-addicted
Yeah.
to a problem,
Yeah.
is to first make them fall in love with themselves. You see,
Beautiful.
the problem is, you can only abuse your body with cigarettes, with alcohol, with drugs, if there is no self-love. So one of the meditations that we do, the mantra that we chant along with this, is that you love yourself again. And when you fall in love with yourself and you really love this body and you have gratitude in your heart to the divine to have given you a healthy body,
Yes.
you take care of your body,
Yeah.
And that's the first step for anything related to de-addiction.
Yeah.
The reason why you're abusing your body is because you've lost your love for yourself.
Yeah. And completely disconnected with yourself.
Completely disconnected with
Yes.
yourself.
So, Bijay, you really talk about Ayurveda a lot. And even yesterday, you were talking so many things about the Ayurvedic science and how it has helped you cure from arthritis as well. And how Ayurveda is so significant as compared to the allopathy world,
So let me first start by giving due respect to allopathy.
Yeah.
Let's say I am in a car accident, okay, and my hand gets cut, or I get something going through my body, and I'm not going to take some leaf and put lape on it.
Yeah. I
need an allopath. I need a surgeon to repair it immediately. And there's a lot of science which is really good with all of that, which
Yeah.
is trauma treatment and on the spot when there's somebody is bleeding to death. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're not going to go to an Ayurveda vet and have your pulse checked at that time.
Yeah. True.
So allopathy has a lot of beautiful points, and especially in terms of diagnosis. But the fundamental principle of Ayurveda is preventive medicine, that you don't get into the problem in the first place.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you see a symptom,
Yeah.
like when I saw the dryness on my skin, and then when I ignored it, that's when it became eczema. And that's when the pus started coming out. That's when the blood started coming out of those sores, and the skin specialist told me it's not curable. You have to use steroids for the rest of your life. So that's where Ayurveda kicked in.
Yeah.
Because then when I realized that the root cause of this was the combination of aggravated vata, aggravated pitta, and I had to first control that within my body to get that eczema under control.
Right.
The same thing for arthritis. Now my muscles were stiff. Now according to Ayurveda, that's a very clear signal that you are going to go into arthritis. I ignored it. I didn't know. I didn't know that having the rajma, the raw salads and everything was aggravating it more. I kept having it because I loved it. Okay. And it became worse. And then finally I did get arthritis. If I had known Ayurveda before, I would have used the science of Ayurveda to understand the problem is trying to indicate to me so that I don't fall into that hole in the first place.
Yeah.
But having said that, then I fell into the hole. Ayurveda pulled me out of it because then I knew which food to stop and which food I had to increase. For example, ghee. For example, oils.
Yeah.
Okay, I live with oils. When I'm traveling so much, I carry 3 different oils with me. I always have coconut oil, I always have castor oil, I always have sesame oil.
Yeah,
I don't leave my house without the 3 oils.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world I go.
Okay.
Okay, so then the importance of oil in the body, especially after the age of 40. If you have crossed the age of 40, oil should be your amrit.
Yes.
Okay, now this is what Ayurveda teaches you.
Yeah.
Allopathy is not even aware of all these things right now.
Yeah.
And my biggest problem with allopathy is it's always a band-aid for your problem.
Yeah.
If you have cholesterol, when I had high cholesterol, the doctor said, take this medicine. I said, oh, okay, how long? He said, no, now you have to take it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
I said, what? I went in front of him, I was a friend of mine. So I looked at him, I said, I tore it. I said, is there a dustbin I can throw it? And I said, if I die tomorrow morning, it's fine. I will not get hooked onto any medicine for the rest of my life. And I cured my cholesterol with Ayurveda.
Yeah.
I cured my arthritis with Ayurveda. I cured my eczema with Ayurveda.
Yeah.
So the point is that you understand the underlying principle behind why you got the disease in the first place, and that you can learn only thanks to the science of naturopathy and Ayurveda.
Yeah.
It's what helped me. It's what I'm using to help the whole world. And I tell people I'm not a doctor. I have been a patient. That's why I can give you the knowledge I can give you.
Yeah, that's amazing. And also, we may be allergic to so many foods and things. And I think, so did you ever get your allergy test?
So by and large, I am not a big believer of allergies. I think a lot of allergies are psychosomatic, I believe, because I personally have zero allergy to anything.
Like some
There's
people are
no-
allergic to, there's
It's a lot of
lactose
chakra
intolerance.
blockages. It's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of mind switches. So I've seen people who have severe allergies use Kundalini Yoga, for example. I've seen many people do Kundalini Yoga, and certainly there's a switch. There's an uncorking of a chakra. There's an uncorking of a mental block, and the allergy just disappeared.
Yeah, correct.
And you've had that allergy your whole life. Where did it go suddenly?
Yeah.
It was a trigger in the mind. Haven't you heard of people's cancers going into remission, people getting cured of their cancer with just one switch in the thought process?
True that. True.
So there's so many things in our life that we don't know how deeply and profoundly they impact us. And once you get that knowledge, once you get that understanding, once you are in that path towards that wisdom, you know how to use it to your advantage and live a happier, healthier, more beautiful life.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It's so helpful because I'm more determined to use more of Ayurvedic principles in my life, and I already do it, but I'm just more encouraged to have more timely meals and sleep early, actually.
And the Ayurveda principles are not complicated.
Yeah.
They're so easy to use. They're so, following the circadian rhythm, waking up before the sunrise, doing self-abhyanga, putting oil on the joint, putting oil on the body, then doing a little bit of yoga, doing some Surya Namaskar,
Yeah.
then sitting in the sun for half an hour, having hot water with lime and little turmeric, and just little things you do, small things, baby steps.
Yeah.
And with those small things, the impact on your health, your aura, the power you get in your mind and the strength of your magnetic field, the luminosity of your presence, everything changes.
Yeah.
And it's such a small thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So awareness is everything. Awareness is key. Yes.
So I told my friend, you were having this health issue. Why don't you take out half an hour every day just to go for a swim. You have a swimming pool in your building.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go half an hour driving somewhere. It's in your building. You live there. There's a swimming pool there.
Yeah.
I don't have time. What? I can't take out half an hour. Now, he's got ankylosing spondylitis. He has to take out 2 hours every day for physiotherapy, and he lives in pain the whole day. He has to take, anti painkillers. He has to take medication. He has to spend 2 hours in physiotherapy. That half an hour, if he had given in the swimming pool, wasn't that better?
Yeah, of course. Better for your lungs, your strength, your stamina, everything.
It's a choice you have to make. Like I've said it before, people who are unhappy have chosen to be unhappy. People who are unhealthy have somewhere chosen to be unhealthy.
Absolutely.
It's a choice you have made.
Yeah. True.
You know, nobody told you to go and have batata vada and vada pav and tea and pizza and garbage and all of that. Nobody told you to do that. You chose that restaurant.
Yeah.
You could have gone and eaten something healthy. You chose that garbage to eat.
Absolutely.
Now, if you've eaten that, again, very favorite quote of mine is that you cannot plant the seed of an orange and hope a mango will grow on it.
True.
You know, what seed you're sowing, that's what's going to come out.
Yeah.
You have to face the consequence of your action.
Absolutely. True that. You know, India has celebrated cricketers, godmen, Bollywood actors as, they should be. But the popularity around godmen, I think, also kind of got busted, maybe obviously because of their karmas. You know, I'm not going to stop myself from taking names from Baba Asaram Bapu, many more, Baba Ram Rahim, and
many of them.
Maybe, yeah. So people at the same time, they would say that don't leave your brains at the door when you go and meet a guru, because a guru is supposed to be a person who helps you see your own light rather than manipulate you. Today what happens is also because spirituality has become also such a hot selling,
easier selling.
Easy selling, I don't know, the product or a service or a place to be more, to get respect, popularity. But how do you think today there are people who are not there fully aware and they are, portraying to be gurus? What is the damage of that to the society?
I'll tell you what. When somebody is drowning, at the time of drowning, if they see a straw,
Yeah.
they will hold on to the straw and hope that the straw is going to save them from drowning.
True.
Now with Godmen, what happens is everybody is unhappy. 95% of all human beings on the planet are unhappy. Now they're drowning. In their drowning, in their misery, in their grief, in their sorrow. Now in that state of panic and despair, they're seeing a straw called a Godman who's wearing these funny clothes, funny hats, and they see it and they say, oh, maybe he'll save me. It's a straw.
Yeah, it's a straw.
A lot of good people are trying to help, who are genuinely spiritual, who know the path to spirituality, to enlightenment, to wisdom. There are a lot of genuine ones.
And
how do you differentiate? How do you catch hold of the one which is a fake? The first indicator is that the fake one wants followers.
Yeah.
He wants you to follow that person for the rest of your life. And wherever he goes, he has 100 people behind him, Babaji, 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 Babaji. The real one wants to give you the knowledge he has and get you out of his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to see you again.
Yeah.
This is what I know. Now go and share it with the rest of the world. Don't come back. You don't come back to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's like this one nutritionist I met. She gave me 3 names of the top, one Bollywood top actor, one industrialist, one very big industrialist, one big politician. Saying they've been following me for 25 years, I said, you didn't teach them anything in 25 years. तुझे सिखाया क्यों no? What have you taught them in 25 years that they're coming back to you for 25 years?
Yes.
I teach you nutrition. You come to 1 class of mine, 2 class of mine, 3 class. 4th class, I will not let you come. I will say, what have you come 3 times I taught you? What more do you want? What more do you want from me? I've given you everything I know.
Yeah.
A genuine teacher, whoever it is, does not want followers. A genuine teacher wants to impart information to as many people as he can, which is why when he shares that information with you, he begs you, implores you as a Guru Dakshina to share it with other people.
Correct.
So if I change somebody's signature, I say this is wrong and this is the right way, I'll say now you're happy, your life is going to change.
Yeah.
Now you do this for other people also.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the job of a bodhisattva is to be the light that lights up the whole world.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's spreading the light. A fake godman will want followers. A real man of God, I wouldn't call him a godman, a real man of God wants to genuinely help people.
Yeah.
So when you see somebody who's craving for followers, who wants, I've seen people in the Himalayas
Yeah.
who are sitting and meditating, and a foreigner comes and he thinks that guy doesn't know Hindi, right?
Yeah.
He thinks, oh, camera la, oh, Videshi hai, Videshi hai. And he's sitting in the mountains, So they also understand the power of social media and advertising, and and it's all bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So look for the right teacher, the right guru. Guru is a very big word. It's a very important word.
Very important word.
Unfortunately for me, I haven't yet found my guru. It's fine. One day I will hopefully find him before I pass and learn something important from that person. But look for the right teacher. Look for the right guru. Look for somebody who can give you wisdom, knowledge, show you the path to enlightenment. And don't clutch at straws.
Yeah.
You will drown.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's so important to know, because also somebody should not be making you weaker and be able to just get you latched onto them, but somebody should be empowering you. And the path to empowerment, for your empowerment, is the noblest cause that you can make for someone. Thank you so much for sharing such amazing insights, and I look forward to coming and digging more gold and information to help myself and others. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sadnam.
Satnam.